We see here another example of a legitimate submission in this professional wrestling match. And this isn't necessarily high percentage. It's not like, straight arm bar, rear naked choke, all the heavy hitters, even like Kimura or what catch wrestling we call double wrist locks. But you can definitely hit this. And I use it regularly in the training room to defend shots and tie-ups. Like if people initially try getting overhooks, underhooks, and the side that has an underhook, I throw this shoulder lock on, and it relies on timing, specifically when you catch their fist on the outside of your armpit, clamp it down, and reinforce your grip with both hands, and you do sort of like a cradling motion or like a sawing motion with the arm that is entangled on his. So it puts incredible strain on the shoulder, doesn't feel great. You can drive it all the way up, almost like you're trying to scratch your own chin, and you can break the man's shoulder just from that standing position. And here in this theatrical pro wrestling match, we see Lou Thesz use it as an anchor for him to do a flying head scissors, kind of like Black Widow does in the Avengers movies, right? It's a very theatrical thing to do. Anyone's guess as to whether or not you could ever do any legitimate submission from there. If you did, it would probably involve an arm submission, though not necessarily something with the head scissors as a submission mechanic in and of itself. And actually, in this little brief moment of ending that we have captured here, we do see that indeed when Lou Thesz and lands from this flying head scissors, he's trying to do something to manipulate Buddy Rogers' shoulder or his arm. So this is a legitimate submission. It can put incredible strain on the shoulder. And if the opponent tries feeding their arm into the underhook deeper to go the opposite way in order to cancel out the submission, they can end up exposing their elbow to an elbow break if the attacker then, instead of turning belly button back into his opponent's belly button, violently turns his belly button away, like he's opening a door rather than closing a door. So this submission is way more dangerous than it looks at first glance. It is legitimate, even though it's in this pro wrestling match, as the setup for a very theatrical head scissors by Lou Thesz.